What's up, YouTube? Just wanted to talk about a guy I've been working with this year. His name's Ray Thornton. He was a linebacker for LSU in Texas, and I got a chance to help him prepare for his pro day in March. This was a collaborative effort between me and my guy Tim Riley. So when I first met Ray, he was not in a great spot athletically. You know, his speed and his jumping were not anything near what you would hope for an NFL prospect. And I told him we really needed to get, like a dramatic response to training if he was going to end up in a good spot for pro day. And I was sensitive to the possibility that he could be sort of like over strength trained with him being a football player. But we tested his strength when he first began, and it wasn't terribly high either. I was thinking like he should be a little bit faster, but this is not an obvious case where he needs to like just totally focus on speed. Plus, we want his broad jump and vertical jump to be good too. And for that, I definitely thought that increasing strength was going to be helpful. So pretty much just hit him with like the full spectrum of training. I was doing the speed and plyometric workouts, and then Tim was running the strength workouts, although we planned it together, but as far as the coaching, that's how we were doing it. And so we hit him full spectrum. So, sprinting, getting a decent amount of max velocity work, like 40, 50, 60-yard sprints, did some 100-meter like sub-maximal stuff, then plenty of short sprints, working on the agility drills, plyos, and then like squats, split squats, pistol squats, RDLs, like your big heavy hitter strength exercises. So yeah, like full spectrum of training. And yeah, we really, we needed a good response to the training because we only had about 6 weeks to prepare for pro day. Week 2, we had no such response. He was actually probably a little bit slower in week 2. And so then it's like, okay, well, sometimes training takes you down before it takes you up. Let's give it another week. Gave it another week, no improvement. Week 3, so that's where we really intervened on nutrition. We had previously, me and Tim, we had given him some macronutrient recommendations and talked about like some ways to get there, like what foods to eat. But I don't think it had really taken hold yet. And so we really got on him about that, and he really had to decrease his fat consumption because he was like a little overweight. He was in the 240s, had to decrease his fat consumption, but then he needed to way increase his carbs. And I think that was the issue that was kind of holding back his adaptation, is he was way under eating carbs. So he made some changes, and we started to see some changes in his ability. You start getting those small victories in training, like okay, he's looking a little lighter on his feet today. His fly time is a little bit faster, flying sprint time. His broad jump's getting a little bit farther. His squat strength is going up. Those things started to show up. Previously, they really hadn't. It was we just really weren't getting any response to the training at all. So I think that nutritional intervention was huge. That really kind of turned the tide, got him headed in the right direction. So then at that point, it was like, okay, now we're moving in the right direction. We just have limited time. So it was still, kind of a tough situation that we were trying to pull off a good performance on pro day here. But once you start moving in the right direction, we gave us some hope that he could pull it off. So I'm going to show some clips from his training. These are from, I think, weeks 4 and 5. So this is after the nutritional intervention, after we started to see some of those changes, some good changes. And his jumps were getting decent, and his agility drills were approaching like good times actually at this point. So we were feeling pretty hopeful about that. The linear sprinting was still kind of the big question mark.
Let's go, run! Up! Yeah! Up! Yes, sir!
There you go. Come on now. Yeah. Okay.